In my entire series, no Hindu ritual, no Hindu god, no Hindu name, no Hindu kind of philosophy. Nothing of that sort has been discussed.
Hi, welcome to peepingmoon.com. I am Rashita Sahani. After showing us the ugly star side of politics, reservations, and education, director Prakash Jha is all set to enter the dark and ugly side of religion and the cult it follows. Welcoming him for his upcoming MX Player show, Ashram. Prakash, so firstly tell me that, when making a story on the Godman culture, it can be a little tricky, and then there are these religious sects that are there, and it becomes sometimes daunting. So when and how did you plan to go down this road?
It's not on a religious sect. It's not about a dharma. It's actually about. This is a lovely story about the faith of the common man. How they invest poor, trusting common people. How they invest their faith. See, we are responsible filmmakers, and I am also a Hindu, so I understand the value of religion. The real kind of like gurus, the seekers, the religion itself, the whole philosophy of Hinduism, it is so vast and so strong. Sometimes what happens that, people who, in the name of religion, they actually bring bad name to religion. They actually kind of like, bring disrepute to our great revered gurus. So, जो हिंदू धर्म को बदनाम करते हैं, actually उनकी कहानी है. ये कौन बदनाम करते हैं? With the help of the people who trust them.
Yeah.
Actually, con men and criminals. So this was a very kind of nicely woven story about the faith that people put in. They don't realize who they are putting their faith in. उनको कुछ धर्म की knowledge भी है कि नहीं है. उनको मानवता से, धर्म से कोई नाता रिश्ता भी है कि नहीं है. They just kind of like go with their kind of own. Like you have seen in villages, these quacks who are not doctors, MBBS का जो है कोई अता पता नहीं है. 4 दवाइयों के नाम मालूम है, and they've started practicing. And people will trust them, and सुबह देखो तो उनकी यहाँ लाइन लगी हुई है. So this is the kind of the story is. It's a fictitious story about a fictitious place and a fictitious guy who actually is a small time criminal and gets this opportunity and becomes a Baba.
Yeah.
So that is and he actually is bringing disrepute to the dharma. उनके मैंने पहले भी डिस्क्लेमर मतलब इशू किया था, जारी किया था. और जब ये रिलीज हो जाएगा उसके बाद से कोई कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला है, क्योंकि धर्म की कोई बात ही नहीं है, कोई चर्चा ही नहीं है इसके अंदर.
ओके. एंड जब आप प्लान कर रहे थे इसके ऊपर एक सीरीज बनाने के लिए, सो वाज बॉबी देओल योर फर्स्ट चॉइस टू प्ले द लीड इन इट?
Absolutely the first choice. He organically kind of like, came into place, fell into place because his personality, his acting talent. It's
suiting the role also.
An unexpected kind of like, part, because people will never expect Bobby Deol to play a part like this. And I saw him, when he dressed up and when he stood like the Baba that we had imagined, he kind of looks so convincing.
Yeah, definitely looks. And what about the disclaimer that you just mentioned? Like usually एक series के start होने से पहले एक 5 to 10 seconds का disclaimer page आ जाता है, but you decided to, the makers and you decided to take a video out on it, and it was all over the internet and everyone saw it. तो उसका मतलब, what was the thought behind it?
The thought was that we are responsible people. We will not do something which is going to bring disrepute to dharma and our gurus. And people should understand that. We understand the sensitivity of this subject. And that is why we kind of like, wanted to tell these people in advance.
Yeah. Okay. And reportedly, Ashram is loosely based on the life of Godman Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh. So when, something is based on a
real life,
it is not? Okay.
It is not based on anybody's life.
It's not based on anything.
Because everybody's life is fully in public domain. I don't have to do anything. It is completely fictitious.
Okay. So whenever you are making a story like this, there must be an extensive research work involved. So what was your procedure?
The research work was already done by the platform. They had brought this whole entire story to me. I found it very interesting, and there was a group of writers. They in fact, it's more of an imagination than research.
Okay. And what was the entire experience of shooting with Bobby Deol? Because this is it was his initial time doing a web show. And is he a director's actor? I mean to ask that.
He's a good actor. We together kind of work towards finding this character, and I always work with my actors much before I start shooting. So when they come to the set, they are into the character and they're ready for it. So I have always found working with actor a great experience. I mean, Bobby Deol was no exception.
Okay. And I know that Ashram is not, as you just mentioned, it's not based on any religious act or anything of that sort. In fact, it's based on the self-proclaimed saint who's out there, who's kind of.
No, not even self-proclaimed saint. No, okay. It is based on the life of a criminal.
Criminal, of course.
Who is actually bringing disrepute to our religion by doing what he is doing. Yeah.
Okay, so earlier when films like Oh My God and PK had released, there was kind of tension between the audience, and there were things that they would want to see.
Those films were making fun of the rituals.
Rituals, that is very true, and this is different. I know.
In my entire series, no Hindu ritual, no Hindu god, no Hindu name, no Hindu kind of philosophy. Nothing of that sort has been discussed or even seen.
And when you were, kind of shooting the show and everything was falling into place, how was it then? Because now that the trailer has come out and there is reaction, did you expect that, a certain kind of reaction will be there?
A certain kind of reaction is always expected, because when you do when you take subjects which deals with people's sentiment, it talks about the society, then there will be divergent views. It has happened with me in all my films. It's not the first time. And people do speak or they become apprehensive, but it's all, everything is before the film gets released. Once it gets released, I have never had any problems with any of my films.
Okay. And when did you plan to, take it to kind of a web platform and not to make it like a film?
My dear, the whole subject was brought to me by the platform.
Okay.
They were the ones who they were the origin of this subject.
Okay. And do you also think that now that the theaters are shut and we are amidst this lockdown, the pandemic, web platforms are doing really great, so it will kind of help to, get more response and get more views?
I have to wait till the theaters start again, because only when the two are running parallel, one can compare. Right now, web is the only kind of platform available. I mean, one of my films, Pariksha, was released, just a couple of weeks ago, and it was made for cinema, but with so uncertain about when the cinema would open up, when it will get in window. So when the OTT platform offered to release it, we took a chance and released it, and it has done tremendously well, and it has got great responses. And I feel that it should be definitely considered by filmmakers to kind of release their film or make films for web platforms itself.
Okay, thank you so much, Prakash, for talking to me. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you. God bless you. Bhagwan aapka bhala kare.